Hey everybody, Standing Ovation here again with another break. And perhaps the last time I'm going to rip one of these, but what the heck. This is, I think, the fourth box I'm going to try of the SP Signature Edition Legends Hockey, SP Signature Edition Legends Hockey. 2021 release, it's numbered, but who cares what year it is because there's no rookies in it. It's all supposed to be, it's all veterans and old guys. Maybe not legends, but a lot of veterans in here, and definitely there are some legends. As we've all probably seen this ripped a dozen times or more. I don't know how many videos you can watch of the same stuff being opened, but I'm just anxious to see what happens this time because the first three I've ripped have not produced very much, but I'm bound to try one more time. I guess this would be the quarter of a case, although I didn't buy a case, but I think they came in 16 box cases. I don't know, I just figure I'm due for some luck. I've had some good luck in football breaks lately, and really the reality is that we're still 5 days away from SP Authentic release. That's as I'm making this. I've opened up a bunch of Series 2, and I don't really want to open more Series 2. Tim Horton's Legends is about to come out on Monday, so I figure it's fitting. Plus, one of the guys I watch all the time, Dynasty Central, he opened a box today, and it kind of inspired me. I got to do it, too. I had a box sitting here that I bought a couple of weeks ago, and then I was frustrated because I went to a show last weekend, and I saw more of this, and I didn't want to spend my money all right away on this because I had a box at home, but it was cheap at the show. Well, cheap. It was $2.50 a box all in. So I'd imagine at the expo in Toronto, it's going to be $2.50 a box, because that's what it was out here last week. Okay, and it's funny. This one is like the fourth box. Every other box I've opened, the packs are like this way or that way or this way. So this is fitting that I got these inverted ones again. I don't think it means anything. But I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But these are the ones too that aren't. Look, they're not even sealed really. They just sort of pop open. Well, I should have shown you the back of the box, but I didn't. I'm just so anxious to rip, and I mean, the odds are the odds. Let's see. Let's see what our first pack puts out. Scott Hannon, Joe Sakic, Bounty Card, Lidstrom, we got Rick Kehoe, and Barrett Jackman from the Barrett Jackman auctions. Oh no, that was a different thing. P37. I don't know the tiers of these, and there's different ones that are harder to get, but I got an Eisenman already. I think I threw it up for an auction on eBay and nobody even noticed. Maybe that one will get more. Or I'll put both of them together and that'll do it, maybe. I don't know, but check me out on eBay. I go on eBay all the time, try to list stuff that people want. And I use the same name there, Standing Ovation. And while you're at it on this video, go ahead and tap that like button if you can, if it doesn't hurt too much. And then subscribe if you want to see more breaks, because I do them all the sports, and mostly hockey. I love my hockey. And playoff season is here. Odette, Jagger, what's this? It's gold. Greg Adams, Corey Cross. Jagger is hiding. What are you hiding? What is it? Oh, it's an Evolve. It's a gold Evolve, numbered out of 99. Alexander Burrows. He played a long time on the West Coast here in Vancouver. I will have to investigate any interest in that around here in my parts. It's the first numbered Evolve card I've hit. I don't know if that has any significance to anything. Again, the boxes I've opened, it gave me some good legends. I've hit a couple acetates, but I've seen some people post some real bangers of this stuff, and I'm not one of them people. I've got more mash. I got more mash than bangers. Patrick O'Sullivan. There's Rod Brindamore. Behind the boards, coaching card. And you've seen more of him on the ice than I have of him coaching. But okay. Richie Preston, Brian McClellan, and Matthew Dandino. Matthew Dandino. That's a very French-sounding name. I always have to go through these afterwards because there are SPs, as we all know, above 300 are the SP cards. And there's one of them there, I believe. All right. All right. We got Brian Lawton, Mark Messier, bounty card of Mark Messier with the Rangers, Michelle Samuelson, and Stan Mikita. Never do trade the backs of these. If you haven't ever seen one of these breaks before, I should have been a little bit more thorough in my presentation on the cards. Bounty card, P6 of Mark Messier. Whoops, let's just put my hits up here. There's one off each pile. Now I'm just ripping through this box. I don't think there's I'm not doing it in any kind of order that I've been paying attention. All stacks have been hit. So let's see. Ray Whitney, the Carolina Hurricanes. We got Sean McKenna, the Buffalo Sabres. Randy Carlyle, back when he was with the Penguins. Long hair on him there. Dave Brown. And another one of these Life After Hockey, or it's the portraits, or Life After Hockey portraits of Marcus Naslund, another Vancouver Canuck long-time mainstay. So it's kind of cool. I guess I'm getting the Canucks hits. Sean McKenna. All right. Go back down here a little further into the box and see what comes in. Yeah, these are 18 packs in the box. Is it 18 or 15? Let's just, after this one, I'll look again. Kerry Huffman. Gilles Miloche. I love the Goldie masks on those old Minnesota North Stars. Jerseys are kind of cool, too. There he is, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Is it an SB or is it? No, it's just the base card. Look at those numbers. Ovechkin's getting close, but it's still, he'll never be the great one. Keith the Chuck. Daddy Keith. Probably Granddaddy by now, maybe, I think. Evolve. Regular Mike Richter. He didn't really evolve much. He was always with the Rangers. I guess he wore different jerseys with the Rangers because home and away, and I don't think they had alternate jerseys back then. And now we have, I was gonna show you the bottom of the box. Byron Dafoe, Chris Clark, gold MVP type, I don't know, just the gold parallel, gold script. Howie Morenz, old time hockey. Bryce Salvador and Trevor Linden, Captain Trevor Linden. There's Chris Clark, gold MVP parallel. I don't know, signature. I'm going to call it MVP parallel. It just reminds me of MVP inserts. Hold on a second. Okay, let's just take a quick peek at this before the card packs fall out. There's all kinds of inserts in here. Your best bet, I always use Cardboard Connection for the info on the website, but there are other sites that give you more info, I'm sure. It's just the one I always seem to use. There's the odds on the back of a box. Generally 2 autographs in a box. And I think one numbered hit sometimes, maybe, I don't know. There's one numbered card. I don't know what the sequence is for numbering or numbered cards. But generally 2 autographs in a box. Although some boxes do have a 3rd auto. And the acetates, I think they fall every other box. Again, I don't know specific odds on the clear cuts or the acetate. All-time Future Watch. Jonas Hoagland. Oh, cool. Patrick Roy. Montreal Canadiens with the facsimile autograph. Obviously, he did not sign that card. Zetterberg, Potvin, Terry Karkner, Felix the Cat. 2 great goalies from Quebec in that pack. Look at those stats. I don't know. Was he better or was Martin Brodeur better? There'll always be that debate. I don't know. I'm kind of a Martin Brodeur fan, but that's just because I'm a Leafs fan, and I don't like cheering for the Habs. But of course, Patrick Roy played for Colorado too, so there's that. But Martin Brodeur was one team, whole career. Well, actually, no, he did go to St. Louis there for a little while. That was kind of weird. Gino Ojic, Chris Thorburn, Esa Tikkanen, Gretzky's buddy. Brett Ashton, and what do we got, an auto? No, it's just another gold. It's Josh Georges. I pulled the Evolve card of him earlier. So there's 3 golds out of the box. Still waiting for that first auto. Anticipation is, I'm getting old, tingly feeling. Here we go, maybe? No. Ernst Kinderchuk. Ogie Oglethorpe. No, Ernst Kinderchuk. Same thing. Not really. He was way better than Ogie Oglethorpe. But, yeah. Ronnie Hextall, he was probably more like Ogie Oglethorpe. But he played goalie. And actually, I love that movie. The goalie in that movie. We got a canvas card. Was it Frenchie Martin? What was his name? I think it was Frenchie Martin. I can't remember. That's Stéphane Matteau. And we got Michael Anderson and Mario Marois. No, Frenchie Martin was a wrestler. I don't know. Who is the goalie in... somebody put it down there, because I know everybody watched that movie. The name of the goalie in Slapshot. He's sitting there, and he's having those spastic reflexes still after the one game where they just got peppered. Reijo Ruotsalainen. Mike Kitchen, Colorado Rockies. They did never play baseball. Has the baseball team ever wore those jerseys or that logo? I wonder if they ever did that. Chris Chelios, dominant digits. He was a 2-4 of a player. Goulet and Baron. What was his nickname there for a while when he was in Montreal? Cheap Shot Chelios. There was one game, one incident. Everybody has that moment, but he was an awesome player. Even if he played for that team from Chicago. Hats off to Johnny Taves, who's just retired. I don't know if he's retired, but he's no longer playing with the Hawks. He put up with that team for long enough. Did well and won a few cups, so hats off to a long career there. Kevin Miller. Teddy Lindsay. Look at that card where he's... is that an SP? I'll have to look, because I don't recognize the card. First autograph is Jonathan Chichu. That was an SP. Just saying. Jonathan Chichu, 97 Legends. Is cool, because this is, I think, the 5th 97 Legends I've got. Chris Clark, Garpenloff. I picked up, the best one's probably Billy Smith. I picked a couple up at the show, and then I hit the Dallas Smith in an earlier break. So, there we go. My first auto is the Cheech. It's the exact same, except it's different. Oh, that's Sean. Sorry. Mike Hudson from Rockwood, Ontario. I know, because he brought the Stanley Cup to a bar in Guelph when I was in town there. And Squirrel Tooth Alice's saw the Stanley Cup. And Squirrel Tooth Alice's slogan out front is warm beer, lousy food. But I got a picture of Hudson with the cup in there. Lanny McDonald. Terry O'Reilly, old-time captain of the Bruins. Canvas of Denny Potvin. Look at that picture. He was an amazing player on the blue line and a beast. You'd never want to have that guy mad at you because he was tough. Tough as nails. So was Clark Gillis. That whole team was. See, they were able, that was the 70s when they had to play Guy Carbonneau. You know, the Broad Street Bullies and the Rain. They were all tough back then. Everybody beat each other up, and then they all went for beers afterwards. It was crazy times. It's just kind of like Canadian beer league now, I guess, but it was like the league back then. Got Richie Pilon. Rich Pilon or Pilon? I think it's Pilon. Brian Holsinger. Long-time Sabre. Dallas Smith. There's one I've hit an auto of him already. Donnie Edwards. Don Edwards and Bob Solvay played many years there in Buffalo. And Mark Messier, dominant digits, number 11. Of course he is. Doing burnouts with his number 11. Okay, this is the last pack in this stack. We're getting down there. So who's this last hit going to be? Hopefully it's a big one, because so far this box, again, it's been kind of like the others, just okay. I mean, I love hitting the veteran stuff, but I want to see, I need the juice. Show me the juice. No, I mean, I don't want to see OJ, but I mean, what's this? Canvas, Mike Gartner. That's a cool picture. I mean, these canvas cards really are neat. As well as that mustache. Like, look, rocking that kind of mustache in the league today. It's a Austin Matthews wannabe mustache. Yeah, okay. Greg Muni, Steve Thomas, and Harold Sneps. I think the photo on the back's the same, is it? Yeah, it's just a blow-up. From Ottawa, Ontario. What was he? For a while, he was third all-time in scoring. He had a long career and many seasons of success. Fastest skater ever to ever play ever in the history of hockey. I just made that up. But he was really fast. He was. Claude Loisel. The old New Jersey Devils, the original uniforms. Mike Bossy. Another amazing, the most prolific goal scorer ever. That is a fact. I didn't make it up. He has the most goals per game ratio in the history of the NHL. Ovechkin is still not up to his pace. More 50-goal seasons than anybody else, I think. No, I don't know about that. But he was an amazing goal scorer, but just didn't play long enough. Kind of like Bobby Orr and Ken Dryden. And some great players had short careers. Denny Savard, the Spinorama. Hold on, I'll do it. Jean Chabot. And, oh, cool, Red Berenson. It's a gold, dominant digits autograph of an old Blues captain. I mean, really, the original, I think, legendary captain of the Blues. Was he original season, like going back to the early 70s? Or was he, and again, did the Blues start with expansion? I think they came a couple years after it. No, they were there. Right in 68, 69 was their first season. So I don't know, was he part of it? I like this card. I'm not a huge Blues fan, but I respect good cards, and this is a good one. It's a gold. I don't know if they're all gold. Dominant digits also auto of Red Berenson. That's a keeper. My Messiers can move along. Move along, please. Okay, well, I've got 2 packs to go. And this box is, again, I think fitting in there with the other 2. Other 3. Maybe I'm leaning towards this one. I don't know. I like the one where I hit the Dallas Smith, but I think I like that Red Berenson card more. Okay, second last pack. Larry Patey on the St. Louis Blues theme. Dominant digits, Dougie Gilmore. Number 93. And there's Cujo, Chris Mason, and Al, I Am Afraidy. Him and Gary Lehman had some moments, I believe. Oh, that's a story that'll best left for the locker room. Just not the Leafs locker room. The 80s Maple Leafs were really something else. The Harold Ballard era and afterwards, when Yolanda owned the team, boy, that was a real weird time. Then Steve Stavros came in there somehow, and everything changed shortly after that. Okay, last pack in the break. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, please tap the like button, subscribe if you're still with me. I really appreciate it. We get to 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway, so if you're subscribing, make sure your settings are on public. And as I say, check it out on eBay from time to time. If you've got any questions directly, you can always get me with questions at standingovation.com. The standingovation.com down below is a link to my website, which doesn't do anything other than act as an email, but you can always get a hold of me that way. Eventually, I'll have some stuff for sale on that site. Let's go. Bruce McGregor, Johnny Leclerc, Dirk Duff. He won a cup with the Leafs. Let's go. Behind Bruce, we got Keith Acton. And the last card in the break is the canvas. Speaking of the cup, there's Larry McCheesehead. No, it's Lanny McDonald. And he won a cup. Was also one of my favorite Maple Leafs. Wow. After Darryl Sittler and Mike Palmateer and Boris Salming, I love me a good old Lanny goal. And he's been rocking that mustache since he was 3 years old. He actually was able to grow a mustache at that age. It's a fact. Look it up. Okay. Thanks for watching, folks. Standing Ovation out.